Hello, beauties. Have you ever wondered how to dress for your body type? It is not about price trends or a perfect body, but understanding your proportions to make clothes your outfit. Some of you may know me for hair, but the past year I have been studying to become an image consultant, which means I now also get to help you look and feel amazing from head to toe. Today we are covering the 5 body types, their do's and don'ts, and practical styling tips. Let's go. So there are 5 body types, and understanding which one you are really helps you to understand how to dress for your shape to enhance it and make it shine. So we have hourglass, inverted triangle, rectangle, round, also known as apple, and triangle, which is also known as pear. Typically, the hourglass shape is what is referred to as the ideal shape, which is due to its balance of proportions between the shoulders, waist, and hips. So this is not to say, though, that we should all wish to be an hourglass shape, but rather use it as an example of how to create balance in our own body shape. This video, it's not meant for you to feel like you must wear this or that you better not wear that. It is about helping you create balance with your own outfits that give you that wow factor. And through the video, I will be modeling some of the clothes to give you guys a personal example, and then some of the outfits will be linked below in the description if you want to check out any of the pieces used today. We're gonna kick things off with that hourglass shape, which this shape is actually one of the most uncommon shapes to have. It is still, though, a good shape to help us understand how to create balance that we want to see in the other shapes. So hourglass shapes have great balance, again, between those shoulders and hips that will often be very similar in width. In hourglass shapes, you guys have that enviable defined waist that just cinches in. And this type of balance, it feels pleasing to the eye, which is why the hourglass is said to be the ideal shape. Because there's already balance, the styling goal is about following your curves and showing off what you've got. You are not just focusing on creating details in just one set area. So waist definition is the steering wheel of your look. So think belts, wrap dresses, peplum tops, tailored pieces. Anything that nips in at the waist is your moment, and these items complement and enhance your natural curves like no other. Form-hugging fabrics like knits and stretch cotton are amazing because they drape over the body without hiding anything. And then for outerwear, classic belted trench coats and jackets that clearly allow you to define that waist are your best bet, and these are incredibly curve friendly. And then one more thing, which this applies really to all the body shapes, but for the hourglass especially, this is a good bra. Support is key, and a well-fitting bra makes a huge difference in lifting the bust to really make your waist the queen of the outfit. Baggy, shapeless clothes hide your curves, and they don't do anything to really flatter you. Comfort is obviously great, but if showing off your shape is the goal, these do nothing for you. High necklines like turtlenecks can sometimes make a fuller bust look a little overwhelming and throw off of your proportions. And then stiff, unforgiving fabrics aren't the best idea either, as they will just fight your curves instead of flattering them. Simple takeaway: choose items that hug and enhance your natural curves and avoid baggy or boxy styles that hide your envious waist. The inverted triangle shape, this is where your shoulders have more width compared to your hips, and your waist can have some definition, though the difference between your waist and hips is minimal. Because of this, you go from narrow to more width, creating that inverted shape. So depending on how broad your shoulders are, you may find that you need a larger size on the top at times than you do on the bottom, and this shape often looks athletic, and it's also often seen on the runway. I typically fall in line more so with a rectangle shape, which we will talk about in just a minute, as I tend to hold more weight in my waist and hips. But as I have lost some weight on my fitness journey, I can see how my shoulders are now starting to have just a little bit more noticeable width, where in my lovely before pic, my waist and hips are definitely holding more weight, putting me in that rectangle shape. So do keep in mind that as you gain or you lose weight, age, having kids, your body is going to change and you will find yourself falling into more than just one set shape throughout life. I feel like as I continue to reach my fitness goals, I'll probably keep staying more so though in that inverted shape. Styling the inverted triangle, it's pretty straightforward. You want to soften the shoulder line and you want to create the illusion of more curves and volume on your lower body so your shape feels balanced. You're going to keep your top half simple with soft, drapey fabrics like jersey or silk. Solid dark colors can work to minimize your shoulder width, while mixing lighter colors on the bottom help to give the illusion of more width through your hips. Necklines such as V-necks, scoop necks, U-necks, they work so well to draw the eye into the chest, which breaks up the horizontal width of your shoulders. And then halter tops are another great choice that break up that shoulder line while still allowing you to expose them. The bottom half is where you can bring in some fun. So think soft and simple up top and party down below. So bright colors, bold prints, textured fabrics like corduroy, distressed or embroidered jeans, and even leather pants can work. Leather is sleek, yes, but the texture, it's very eye-catching still. You can definitely reach for A-line or pleated skirts to add flow and movement through your lower half. Wide leg trousers or flared jeans are even better. They give you that fuller look through your hips and thighs that create the perfect balance with your strong shoulders. I have had so much fun going through my closet since I started the process of becoming an image consultant, and I'm slowly working on replacing old items with new pieces that work to enhance my shape best. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more videos that I'll be bringing to you to help you update your own style. I have lots of fun things planned, and I would love for you to be a part of the community that we have here on the channel. Shoulder pads, puff sleeves, off the shoulder tops, or lots of embellishments in your top half aren't the best choice if you're wanting to create balance through the lower body, as these are just going to draw more attention up to your top half. I will say you can make some of these styles work as long as you have the balance though through the bottom with lighter color or texture. So an example of this dress I bought, the cap sleeves, they gave me some concern when I first saw it on the rack, but because of the bubble texture on the bottom, it creates that width that I need through my lower half, so it still works. Same with if you want to wear like a really tight bodysuit tee with jeans, pair it with more wide leg style jeans over skinny, as it's going to look more balanced. And again, belts are a great option too to enhance the hips as well. Simple takeaway: think darker color and simple fabrics up top and bold colors, prints, and texture below. If you've often felt like you have a hard time defining shape through your body, or that certain things make you feel boxy, there is a good chance you are a rectangle shape. This one's often described as a straight up and down body shape where your shoulder, waist, and hips are all pretty similar in measurement. As I mentioned previously, I feel like I fall into this shape when I have a little bit more weight on me. And in my studies, it was like a light bulb moment because I was like, oh, no wonder I like high-waisted jeans, crop tops, and wrap dresses. They give me more of a waist. Natalie Portman, Nicole Kidman, and Cameron Diaz, they're other examples of the rectangle shape. You can notice how their waist doesn't really like curve in so much. It almost sort of just blends in to the shoulders and hips. Rectangles, though, are very, very versatile and easy to style. And the main goal is to fake some curves by defining your waist and adding volume to both your hips and shoulder area. So this helps give the illusion of the envious waist that we see in the hourglass shape. Belts are literally your secret weapon. You can wear them over your favorite dresses, cardigans, or any tops that maybe feel a bit like too flowy or boxy. Any dresses with waist definition, some sort of a sleeve, and a mild flare help give you volume both at your shoulder line and through your hips that are gonna give you a little bit more shape. For necklines, softer is better. Sweetheart or scoop necklines, they never miss, and they are extremely flattering and instantly add a little curve appeal to your straight silhouette. As for bottoms, you'll want to play with movement using things like A-line skirts or flared or bootcut jeans. All of these items give the illusion to fuller hips and help create more curves through your shape. Avoid baggy, shapeless, or straight items. These are best just left on the rack or being removed from your closet. If you're looking for just comfort, these are a great options, especially on days when like maybe Aunt Flo is here. But if you are looking to dress to impress, these items are just not doing you any favors. Simple takeaway: create curves in your shape by adding width through your shoulders and hips, and avoid overly baggy or boxy styles. Next, we have the round shape, also known as apple. And this one is characterized by a fuller midsection, an average to larger bust, and oftentimes slender, slim legs. Round shapes, your game plan is to elongate the torso and create vertical lines to draw the eye up and down while skimming over the midsection. Opting to leave your jacket or cardigan open is the perfect way to create vertical lines within your outfit. This helps to elongate that midsection, and it's also very comfortable, which is always lovely. Wrap dresses with a deep V-neck help to elongate the upper half, your torso, while also nipping in at that waist, giving the separation between your chest and your stomach. Dresses and skirts with soft, drapey fabrics that move with you without clinging to your body are great choices, whether it be for date nights out or brunch with the girls. Empire waist tops are extremely flattering because they float right past the tummy while still giving you shape. And let's not forget your biggest asset in your round body shape, which is your legs. Think straight knee-length pencil skirts. They work great to show off the slimmest part of your leg and are just a really good staple to have in your closet. High necklines and turtlenecks and bulky fabrics on top are more likely to bring unwanted attention to your top half and possibly make your bust look a little larger than it actually is. And wide leg pants can work great, but you should avoid any like side pockets or cargo styles, as they just end up sneaking in unwanted bulk. Simple takeaway: use vertical lines to elongate the torso and avoid anything that cuts you in half horizontally. Lastly, the triangle shape, also known as pear. If you have ever found yourself in the dressing room feeling like you can't get your bottoms to fit over your thighs, hips, and booty, you might be a triangle. This is if your shoulders and bust are on the narrow side while your hips and thighs are wider, complete with a gorgeous curvy bottom. Triangle and hourglass shapes can look similar, but usually triangle shapes, your go-to spots when gaining weight, are typically your lower half. And to be honest, who doesn't love the idea of gaining a little weight in the booty to plump it up? Or is that just me? I don't mind it when that happens. Because you already have so much movement in your lower half, the main goal is to balance that by creating more detail and movement up top. So you don't need to worry about adding anything to your shape below because it's already the main attraction of your shape. Tops are pretty much your Disneyland. Explore, experiment, have fun. You can play with bright colors, bold prints, even horizontal stripes can work on you. You have endless options. Wide necklines like boat necks, wide V's, scoop necks, they are perfect for broadening your shoulders a little bit. And off the shoulder tops or strapless tops can create a horizontal line that creates the illusion of more width while allowing you to show off a little more skin, bringing attention to this area. Any tops with details in the shoulders are a great choice. So cap sleeves, shoulder pads, ruffles, ruching, puff sleeves, they all do a fantastic job at creating that volume you need in this area to help balance the difference between your top and lower half. For bottoms, think understated. You may want to stick with dark, solid colors to help bring more attention up top. And if you want to minimize your curves, A-line skirts, wide leg, boot cut or straight leg pants are great options. And if you want to enhance your curves, pencil skirts, skinny jeans, or mini skirts work great to do this as well. A cropped or blazer jacket will do wonders for creating balance in your top half, especially if they have shoulder pads or wide lapels. Papillon tops aren't ideal as the flare typically hits at the widest part of your hips, which is going to add more width to this area while making your shoulders maybe look a little smaller. Pants with large pockets, pleats, or too much fuss around the hips can lead to making your bottom half look more full than it naturally is. You want to aim to create more visual movement through your top half to help balance the natural movement you already have going on from the waist down. Simple takeaway: think bold colors, prints, and fun jewelry up top with dark colors below. Remember, great style isn't about the price tag, trends, or having the perfect body. It's about creating an outfit that is perfectly balanced for you. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Drop a heart emoji in the comments if you did, and I will leave you with this video on whether or not your hairstyle matches your outfit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.